This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories on this Monday. The city of San Diego's budget woes are taking center stage once again today. In just a few hours, the council will discuss ways to address the city's $120 million deficit. Mayor Todd Gloria is proposing a $6.4 billion budget that would include staff reductions and cuts to services. That includes funding for the city's homelessness prevention efforts. We spoke with local housing advocates who say they would struggle to find ways to maintain services if their funding was slashed.
The hours would be cut. Some days would be cut. We would have the showers might be impacted because showers are given. Not might be impacted. They will be impacted because they're given 7 days a week. So we're closed 2 days a week. And then the showers will be 5 days a week. The case management.
In a statement to NBC7, Mayor Todd Gloria said in part, we must find more efficient and cost-effective ways to address this crisis and prioritize funding for programs that provide shelter beds and maximize resources to programs that place people into permanent housing. Today's budget presentation is scheduled to begin at 2. The area taking the biggest hit in the mayor's budget cuts is funding to the arts. As it stands right now, grants could go from $13.8 million to just $2 million. That means less money for places like Balboa Park and its museums, as well as music programs. The head of the San Diego Model Railroad Museum says museums and the arts generated nearly $35 million in tax revenue alone last year. So these proposed cuts could hurt San Diego.
It's a little bit short-sighted to think that we would cut the thing that drives tourism and drives economy so much.
The Pride Festival, Fringe Festival, Comic-Con, those are all being hit.
Warburton and others in the arts community say there will probably be cuts to staff and programming, which would directly impact their ability to raise money and provide services. This afternoon, arts and culture leaders plan to rally at City Hall to oppose the mayor's proposal to eliminate arts funding. We're told they will call on city council members to reject the proposed cuts. The county of San Diego took another step in its effort to help those experiencing a mental health crisis. NBC7's Jackie Crea was there for the ribbon cutting at a brand new crisis stabilization unit in the East County.
This is the 8th crisis stabilization unit in the region. It's the county's first of its kind in the East County, and it's meant for someone who's experiencing a mental health crisis, where going to an emergency room might not feel like the best option. It is for treatment up to 24 hours, and the focus is on those who are uninsured, not insured, or receive Medi-Cal. The idea is to provide short-term treatment, less than 24 hours, that is tailored to each person's needs, including crisis intervention, assessment, medication assistance, peer support, and connecting them to ongoing care. This is where someone can walk in, or where law enforcement can bring someone who needs help. The hope is to help divert from higher levels of treatment. We spoke to Nadia Privara-Brahms, the Director of County Behavioral Health Services.
This is something that we've been very deliberate about building across San Diego County because there was a lack. So you imagine every person that comes into here or any of our other ECSUs, they would always go to an emergency department. And so this allows them to not go into that setting, which is very expensive, it's very crowded. They often don't get the specific mental health treatment that they need, so they can come here instead. And then if they need outpatient services or housing, they can then get connected to other types of care from here.
Today is the county's ribbon cutting ceremony. It's expected to be in full operation mode in the summer. In El Cajon, Jackie Crea, NBC7.
Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen joins us now with a look at your forecast. Hi, Sheena.
Hi there. As we head through the afternoon, pleasant weather, not as warm as the weekend, but still very comfortable. Inland mid 70s and sunny. Low 70s at the coast, mountains upper 60s, deserts low 90s. For the inland valleys tomorrow, mid 70s, mostly sunny, very slight shower chance later tomorrow night. Not going to amount to much though, so we could have maybe a light shower or just some sprinkles. Wednesday, we're a little bit cooler. Thursday, Friday, back in the mid 70s inland. The weekend ahead looks cooler, and we could see a shower chance this weekend. Your 10 days coming up.
Thank you very much. A hot air balloon made an emergency landing in a Temecula backyard. Look at this over the weekend. We have the surveillance video for you of this unusual landing coming up next. Stay with us.
We are rolling. Your left, I'm sorry.
Let's do this.
Where do you get your information from?
Well, definitely start with the local news.
The reason why I love listening to local news like NBC, they give the facts.
California families could feel
They have a genuine interest, first as people and second as a news team.
Because this is their community too.
Sometimes the news isn't always fun. Bringing it to us every day in good and bad times is something that we rely on.
Nice to have you with us.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. A new hiking trail connecting the neighborhoods of Serra Mesa to a portion of Mission Valley is now open. It is in Ruffin Canyon, and it took almost a decade to finish. Plans began in 2007, but it took the city years to find funding. The cost was eventually covered by state grants and San Diego taxpayer money specifically earmarked for parks projects. There were also delays in government permits because the canyon is a wetland area, which is considered environmentally sensitive.
It is really my connection to God, I guess, to be in nature and to feel connected to the planet. And it's really nice that we could just come out here, out our back door, and be here.
The way we have come to love and know our natural spaces, the plants and animals that inhabit them, is because of a trail.
There is a gated community at one of the trailheads, but there's a tunnel under Friars Road, so there's full public access to the trail during daylight hours. Hundreds of Padres fans took a trip up the 5 this weekend to cheer on the team as they took on the Los Angeles Angels. The Friar faithful made their presence known throughout the 3-game series, including in yesterday's 2-1 win. The Padres have now won 10 of their last 11 games and sit just a half game back of the Dodgers for the best record in baseball. We caught up with Padres manager Craig Stammen after yesterday's win.
Just getting contributions from everybody in the whole entire roster, from guys in the bullpen, the guys on the bench that are in the starting lineup, and just moving pieces around, and they're all coming through, making us all look really good that we're making good decisions. But we got good players, and they're doing the right things.
The Padres are continuing their road trip with a visit to Colorado to take on the Rockies, but they're off today, back on the field tomorrow. First pitch is scheduled for 5:40.
Good morning.
All right, a couple in Temecula got quite the scare. Hunter and Jenna Perrin were in their home when they got a motion detector alert from their camera system. And look at this. Turns out a hot air balloon made an emergency landing right there in their backyard. The pilot says the balloon ran out of fuel and the wind caused them to lose control and then land right there in the backyard.
In that moment, it was like so hard to comprehend what was happening. You kind of think of your backyard as having like, a way to get in and a way to get out. And you kind of only expect people to come from that way. You don't really expect them to come from the sky.
No, you sure don't. What a happening. Thankfully, no one was injured. None of the homes were damaged during that emergency landing. A story they'll never forget. Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen will have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
On January 22nd, I got a phone call from my daughter.
Rolling.
All right. She said, Mom, the water's already waist high. And we were all scrambling.
There's been 2 wildfires that have come through. We were able to watch NBC7, and we knew that as long as they were there, we were going to be okay.
We're going to be here. We're going to keep an eye on things.
Because of you guys, they acted.
This is the source of all of this neighborhood's problems.
Everything can be so unpredictable, and we rely on this coverage.
And that's a tornado warning. Hi there, I'm NBC7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen. For the coast today, we'll be in the upper 60s to near 70, mostly sunny. Inland valleys, mid 70s, mostly sunny, very pleasant weather. Mountains, upper 60s, deserts, mid to low 90s. Tomorrow night, we have only a very slight chance of a stray light shower or maybe just some sprinkles. Aside from that, we're a little bit cooler Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, we're dry. The weekend ahead is going to be cooler and potentially that could come along with a slight rain chance. So we'll be watching that as we get closer.
All right, thank you, Sheena. NBC7 and Telemundo 20 are looking for exceptional nonprofits focused on making communities stronger. Does that sound like you and your team? Well, then apply for a local impact grant. Visit NBC7.com/community to learn more. The call for applications ends on April 24th. More coverage you count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching.